Head Coach Alicia from West Cobb Marietta, and I'm here to give you tips and tricks for June 13th, and then we do it again on June 29th. Today is the ultimate Orangetheory Fitness sampler platter. You're gonna see endurance, strength, and power in that order on the weight floor, the treadmills, and your rowers. So let's dig a little bit deeper into each treadmill block. Endurance block number one, usually they're a little bit longer, but we're gonna focus on 2-minute push, 1 minute all out, 90-second walk and recovery between those pairs. Overall, their main goal is to increase their intensity that second pair. Notice that the 90-second walk and recovery, that's up to them how quickly they get back to base. The goal is to get back to base as quickly as possible, and in block one, most of them probably will, but again, watch their heart rates come down. If they're dropping down to the green, give that cue over mic and say, if you're seeing green, there's your cue to head back to base, but you also have the opportunity to use as much of this as you need in favor of adding intensity on that second pair. Block number two, 6 minutes, 30 seconds. 2 pairs of 2-minute, 30-second hill climbs. First pair, we're working at base speed. Incline goes up every 30 seconds. Second pair, we're encouraging our members to enter base push speed, same incline pass. So taking that incline up every 30 seconds and then right back down. This is your chance to really coach them using that OTB, saying, although we're at our base speed this first round, you may be feeling like it's a push. That's what we're aiming for. Back off the speed if they need to in favor of that incline, and then that second round, you're going to really challenge them to add some speed where they can. Maybe it's when the incline's coming back down, maybe it's trying to maintain those speeds from block one. But again, pay close attention, be on top of your cueing, and remember when you cue it, 2-minute, 30-second hill climb, base speed. We end with that big exclamation point. Tread block 3, that's your power. 2-minute, 30-second build, minute 30 walk and recovery with the goal of getting back to base as quickly as possible. And then they're pulling out their best speeds, ending in their top intensity of the day. Here is where we start, where every 30 seconds you're encouraging your treadmills, giving them ideas on how they can add intensity. That second build, all it takes is 0.1 miles per hour or 0.5 to 1% in that incline in somewhere in that build to outdo themselves from that final round. A template like this gives you guys the perfect opportunity to find different levels in your coaching. Class should always build up and end on that high note and give some energy. We don't want one level throughout. So this is perfect. You've got endurance, you've got strength, you've got power, all areas of the room. So only naturally our energy is going to build up, our command is going to build up, those motivational cues, the music's going to pick up. So when you set the stage for your members, block one, a little bit quieter off mic, right? You're going to be quiet, let the music drive those longer pushes. And then block two, we are cueing through those inclines. I know you will be talking a little bit more, but as you're pumping them through those inclines, you got to pick up that energy. You got to give lifelines. You got to do more shout outs and really start to build that team back up. Block three, power all around the room. So we're going all out, pick up that energy. If you're even able to flip that playlist over to find more of a power playlist for that last 6 minutes, 30 seconds, you can do it seamlessly. I would do that. Block one on the weight floor, 400-meter base row. That gives you a ton of time to sit down with maybe 1 or 2 people to really work on the solid foundation of rowing, the order, the power, the timing. The treadmills you've launched in a 2-minute push, so they're settling in. You can be off mic, get down by your rowers and start to set up that solid foundation, because you know block two, rows get shorter, intensity's got to bump up, and then we're going into power. So take that time at the beginning of the weight floor block to really focus on 3 to 4 members and settle into that green zone and that slow, nice and easy stroke rate. 2 exercises on the weight floor for shoulders. We've got that half kneeling around the world raise, lighter dumbbells, really focus on the form, and the option for that one is going to be scaption. So I would have lighter dumbbells and demo both of those exercises. And then we've got push-up to alternating rotation. Block 2 on the weight floor and the rower, this is all strength. 200-meter push row now. Speed limit for them, 22 to 24 strokes per minute. One of the easiest things to correct as a coach, because you can point to it on that OT Connect screen. So if you don't do anything else as a coach, you should definitely be at least slowing your rowers down so they get something out of this. Heart rates are gonna probably tip up towards that 84% of that maximum heart rate or more. On the weight floor, lift heavy, rest a lot. Come in with all that power energy for the final block of the day. 6 minutes and 30 seconds of a 100-meter all-out row with 8 neutral grip push presses in between. So 15 to 30 seconds for their all-out row. I would be encouraging them to use the stored programs. As a coach, you're watching their watts, trying to see if they're maintaining their watts as close as they can. Neutral grip push press option is your sumo squat to upright row. So be prepared for that. And if they are able to take their weights over to the rower and there's room, they can also do that. The final all out is going to be members' choice. So be ready to cue that, but don't be talking too much because I know the treadmills will be near to dying at the end. So be mindful of that, maybe cue that and let them know when you're demoing that final block, but have fun. Bring in that ending power energy for that last 30 seconds. 3G coaches, good news. Every block is 3 minutes, 45 seconds for the treadmill and the rower. They are kind of working together for this one. You still have 2 pairs of efforts. The walking recovery in between those pairs is 45 seconds with the goal of getting back to base as quickly as possible. So now you're gonna bring both sides together and cue this cardio side, build off each other's energy. It's gonna be great. The weight floor, same identical exercises. Get ready, you guys. We're almost halfway through the month for Push 30. So we gotta bring that energy up.